Welcome back to Brothers Talking Sports. I'm your host, Oscar. Here are my co-hosts, Shay and Max today. Guys, how we doing? I'll ask Shay how you doing. Shay, how you doing today?
I was going to say, I think that explains.
Yeah, that explains how Max is feeling.
I'm doing good.
I think we're all doing good, yeah, except for Max, Max, would you like to speak today? Some great words of encouragement from Max right there. We don't know how long he'll have this on. Maybe till the next Super Bowl that the Niners don't get to. But we'll see. Shay, let's first get your thoughts on the Super Bowl. What like your initial thoughts? Nothing about the overtime or the kick or should he taken it? Not
so
just the
initial
game.
thoughts. Up until about toward the end of the third quarter, I was very disappointed, and the fact that I was bored. Might people be like, "Oh, it was this, it was that, it was that." Here's the difference. I'll put it this simple: two quarterbacks. One's the best in the game. The other one is good, but a game manager. But when you have the quarterback that's really good isn't playing super well, which he wasn't playing fantastic for the first 2.5 quarters. And then the game manager's doing his job, aka managing the game. It's not going to be that exciting. That's the point. Then it got good, and I will say, from the end of the third quarter to the fourth quarter, the overtime, it's probably one of the better Super Bowls we've had from that stretch. Might
have been the best. Really,
stretch. Yeah. Besides Tom Brady's comeback against the Falcons, that ending part was very good. Yeah. I will say that was really nice. That was fun to watch and exciting. That made the Super Bowl, but yeah, it was. I would say it was in the middle of Super Bowls. Obviously, I haven't seen super old ones, but just how it finished up. The beginning wasn't so good, but I think how it finished up, it kind of is going to be in that middle, maybe to middle, a B to a B plus because of that ending.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I think you could definitely name a good offhand a bunch of Super Bowls that were better than this. Max, would you like to get your take on the game? Or are we just gonna have the bag on? All right, we're just gonna have the bag on. My thoughts on the game was, I said it. I felt like the whole game, the Niners just kept the Chiefs around. Literally, I felt like every drive, I was like, "Here's the point."
he's back.
Enough. Here's the point. You want to go?
Man, I don't really know. There's not much to talk about. We lost fair and square.
Yeah,
so it was one of those. You
13 holding calls.
You knew what was going to happen because they weren't doing the Niners didn't do their job. They got their lead. They had to build on their lead, but instead they got conservative, like they tend to do, and they're just all right, let's. But they got conservative. We're thinking they got conservative in the wrong way because their play calling changed. Usually when you're up, you run the ball more. They threw 6 straight passes in the third quarter and went 0 for 6 or something like that.
Well, I want to talk about that. Of course they did that, but also at the same time, I feel like the Niners always put themselves in a bad position. They got a good run on first down, and then a penalty on second down.
And then Trent Williams got a couple early penalties. I remember a false start and then a holding on back-to-back plays. That killed the drive right away.
Literally, I think the first drive of the Niners speak this whole game. They're driving down, looks beautiful, looks great, and then McCaffrey fumbles. Mm-hmm. And it was just okay, wow, you just on your first drive of the game, you just went down, looked like you were going to score so easily, and then you fumble. And it's oh, shit.
But again, turnovers are... you can't be the Niners turned the ball over so much more than the Chiefs. So I think they both turned it over, twice?
Yeah.
Both teams fumbled once. The Niners technically fumbled twice. Mahomes threw a pick, so it was 2 turnovers, 2-2. I think the Niners' big chance to capitalize was right out to start the second half. You're up 10-3, which is okay, you should be up more probably, but you're still up by 7. Chiefs get the ball. Mahomes throws a pick right away.
Yeah.
You get the ball and in decent field position right away to start. You should be able to go down and get yourself... hopefully 7, and then you're up 14 at that point, and things are a lot better. Yeah, you don't do that. I don't even know if they got a field goal on that drive. I don't really remember. I don't think they did. They
didn't score. Yeah,
because I think they threw 3 straight passes, and it went nothing. And then
no, I think they got a penalty. I think the penalty moved
penalty
back.
pass, but they got nothing out of it, and they had to punt. So it's just I don't think it was the best one of Kyle Shanahan's best play calling games. That's for sure.
Yeah, I said,
McCaffrey got the ball 30 times, but I felt like he should have gotten the ball close to 40 times was what it felt like, because I swear he only got 20 or 22 touches on the ground. I feel like he could have gotten at least 25 the way this game was going.
Yeah, what should I call it? I feel like I said, the whole game, I thought the Niners just kept on keeping them in the game, and then the Chiefs just finally, you know what, and they beat them in the end, and that's how I felt like the whole game was. Kept them in the end, kept them around the whole entire game. Literally didn't even like the Chiefs never really had to come back. They were just like still in the game the whole game.
Yeah, but I don't want people. I've heard people be like, Mahomes the entire game. It was his plan. He was setting them up. He was reading the Niners, and then he boom took advantage. No, he did not. He wasn't. That wasn't his plan. He wasn't trying to figure out what was going on for 3 quarters and then he would turn it up. No, he got shut down for the first 2.5 quarters of the game. The Niners defense played phenomenal. Up and up for 2.5 quarters.
Which that leads to the Steve Wilks firing.
They did fire Steve. Yes, they did fire Steve Wilks.
Now listen, he is a secondary coach. He is not a linebacker coach. He's not a defense.
It's definitely his fault.
No, I mean it's both coaches are to blame.
I wouldn't blame that game all on Steve Wilks.
No, 100% not. But I'm just saying he's had issues this whole year. The Niners defense was great in 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. This year they were 27th in yards per game, rushing on the ground. Yeah, get him out of here. That's not their style.
I will say it's weird, though, when you send 4. Literally, the Niners send 4, we'll play zone or man in the back end because our front 4 can cause enough pressure and our linebackers and secondary guys are good enough to cover. But he sent blitzes at the weirdest time, which is just not the Niners' way. They send 4, they play well in the back ends. He sent blitzes on weird third downs. It's not even that he blitzed. It's you blitz against Patrick Mahomes, who's like the best quarterback against the blitz. So I think he blitzed at the wrong time, and it's not really the Niners' thing to do is blitz. Like that's not their thing. They're good at what they do, and it's worked for them all year. So I think that doing that was definitely made me question some things with some of those decisions. But again, they tried to make a play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, I put this Super Bowl on Kyle Shanahan. I put a lot of the blame on Kyle Shanahan. But outside of that, I do want to talk about Steve Wilks and his firing really quick. So Steve Wilks, back when he was with the Panthers a couple years ago, he had one of the highest blitz rate at 41%. You know what it was this year, Max?
What?
19% he blitzed.
You have Nick Bosa.
Hold on. This is the way Kyle likes to play. He doesn't like the blitz. Kyle likes to sit back, play a lot of zone coverage.
Don't let teams score. Don't let teams get in the end zone.
Exactly.
Make them for anything they kick a field goal. Our offense is good enough. They're going to put up enough points. We're going to win games.
It's the Joe Barry defense. It's the Shane Bowen defense. The same type of defenses they run.
I wouldn't call it Joe Barry's defense is Obama's immigration policy. Just let everyone on in.
But, just try to not let him in the red zone, right? That's a lot of teams' situations nowadays.
Our offense is going to do better. And honestly, the defense did a pretty good job of that for the majority of the game.
Exactly.
They did their job. Is the offense couldn't score the points that they were expecting to be able to score.
But they couldn't let Steve Wilks run the defense he wanted to run. He wanted to blitz a lot more. He wasn't able to because Kyle Shanahan didn't want that.
Not be a good fit. Honestly, Joe Barry might be a good fit.
I was thinking that.
In San Francisco.
I want Belichick. No other.
Well, obviously, but you're not going to get Belichick.
You got to make that call though.
And not going to want to be a coordinator. But no, listen, honestly, Joe Barry is not the worst candidate for a Niners defense job because he's going to sit back in that.
You may see Nick Bosa in coverage a couple times, but outside of that, you should be okay.
The difference between Joe Barry and Joe Barry runs a 3-4. The Niners play a 4-3. That's the only difference, which is a big difference.
Yeah.
But again, it's that kind of sit back and nickel on those later downs, sit back in that nickel defense and
play some inverted coverage and good luck.
Yeah, a lot of zone coverage, sit back. Play man here and there, but a lot of zone, and it's kind of why I wanted.
The thing is, I'm never really worried about this defense just because we have Fred Warner, and I really do. That guy is so much of a game changer. No, I was even surprised about the defensive line doing this. They did great.
Yeah, they played amazing.
Honestly.
They played
Chase Young did something.
Especially
crazy.
Especially for not doing they didn't do anything against the Packers really.
Or the Lions.
Yeah, the D-line was really non-existent for the first 2 playoff games, so I was surprised that they actually did a decent job.
Yeah, I really was too. All right, I got a couple questions to rattle off here. Let's go with the first one. A lot of people were talking about this. Should Kyle have taken the ball? Max, I want to ask you this question first.
Taken the ball? What?
At halftime.
No, not at halftime. At the
overtime. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
No.
You think he should have kicked?
Think he should have kicked?
Okay. All right. So now I've talked about this a lot with my dad and stuff because to me this is interesting. First of all, the idea that the Niners players didn't know the overtime rules and anything. All right, listen, I'm going to be honest. I think that's a crap excuse.
No, I don't think it's an excuse because if you see them mic'd up, all their reactions.
They literally don't know the rules.
But just like
it's not an excuse, but
it just doesn't make sense when the ref.
I think Fred knew.
Ref goes on the mic and tells the entire stadium the rules. Like everybody knows.
No, of course.
I think it's the idea that they didn't game plan it as much. I think they knew the rules, but they weren't like. I don't think they were really game planned for it too well. I think you have to know the rules. I mean, you're an NFL player. You should know the rules of that. Do I disagree? Like everyone's saying, Kyle Shanahan should have kicked. I don't. I actually like that he took the ball because here's my thought process: you go down, you kick a field. You go down, you kick a field goal. You go your defense out there. They get a stop, force a field goal. Then you have a chance to go win the game. Now, here's the thing. I like both teams' perspectives on this because the Chiefs came out and said they wouldn't have taken the ball. But the Chiefs, their plan was if the Niners got the ball first, went down and scored, the Chiefs were going to go down, score, and go for 2 for the win.
Yes.
I agree with that, 100%.
Yeah.
But if the Niners were going to take the ball second and let the Chiefs go down, score, go down, then the Niners go down, even if they score, the Chiefs are going to go down and kick a field goal, win the game. So I think I like taking the ball first unless you're going to go for 2 for the win on that next drive. I think you have to. Because if you give Mahomes an opportunity, like if you give him a chance to just go down, score to win the game, yeah, well, he's going to do it. Like, let's be honest. He's going to go do it. So I don't mind them taking the ball. Like, that's fine. It's just kicking a field goal is not the most ideal thing to start, obviously.
Yeah.
And should they have been able to get points? Yeah, probably. That offensive lineman let his teammate know on Twitter that he messed up. That was an interesting thing. Did you see that?
John Feliciano and Spencer Burford. Yep.
Yeah, he was drunk or hungover or whatever, and he said some stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that guy will be on the team next year.
No.
Feliciano's contract is up. I don't expect him to be
he
there.
won't be. After that comment, I don't think you're going to be calling out teammates online. Like, yeah, you're not going to be re-signs. Like, nobody wants to see that at all. Even if you did it by mistake, like, no. Just, you're not. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, so I've said this from the beginning. Once they took the ball, I said he should have kicked it. I said it right from the jump, and everybody I was sitting next to, my uncle, everybody else was like, "No, take the ball." I'm like, "No, I don't like it."
Here's the thing: Mahomes goes down, scores a touchdown, right? You go down. Obviously, you get 4 downs to then go down, and then you score, right? Okay, Mahomes gets the ball back. He needs 3 points to win the game. Is he going to get 3 points? The way their offense was moving, I think there was a great chance. Obviously, it's like, give your defense a chance to get a stop, 1 of 2. But I think when you're going against the best quarterback like that, it's tough to not let them get 3 points.
I would have kicked it. I would have kicked it.
I agree with kicking, but I think you have to go for 2.
You also have to think,
I think you have to kick it, but then if
their
they score,
defense was just exhausted from the previous possession.
They were gassed too, yes.
They were gassed.
So I agree. I like taking the ball. There's nothing against it. If you want to kick it, that's fine. You have to go for 2 because you can't give Mahomes a chance to go win the game with 3. Like because he's going to do that.
Yeah.
They basically walk, and people were like, "Oh, they would have kicked it." They basically convert. Did they have a 4th down on that drive? They had 1, and they easily got it.
Yeah.
Because there was their 3rd down call was a
Right.
handoff up the middle. If they had 3 downs, they would have changed their play call, and they would have ran that play on 3rd down.
Exactly.
They didn't need 4 downs. They did it in 3 because it was easy for them. Like, that's what I just like. People are like making it like, the Niners would have won the game. Like, no, they wouldn't have. I don't think it would have mattered.
No, I don't think it would have mattered either.
Unless they had the Chiefs game plan to go down,
they definitely did not.
Yeah, you kick, then you go for 2 to win the game. Then I'm like, okay, maybe they had a chance then at that point. But I think they did the best thing with their game plan, with Shanahan's idea. But yeah, like I said, I don't disagree. I think either choice is fine. But
yeah,
you have to have that mindset of you got to go for 2 then at that point if you don't take the ball because
Chiefs would have definitely got it if they went for 2.
That's what I mean.
Full-heartedly
That's
believe
what I mean.
that.
Yeah, they would. If the Niners scored, I think the Chiefs would have got it, went for 2, and probably gotten it because they were hot at that point, so it didn't matter. But like I said, even if the Niners didn't take the ball, Chiefs would have went down. I think scored on their first drive. Even if the Niners were able to score, I think Mahomes could have gotten a field goal the next drive. They lose.
Exactly. So I think they lose either way.
Lose either way. I think the Niners need to take the ball second, and they had to go for 2 is what they had to do.
Yeah. All right. That brings us into Brock Purdy's quarterback play in the Super Bowl. Max, how did you feel about it?
I'm sorry with it. Better than Jimmy Garoppolo's 2019 performance. Good quarterback for a game manager. I was happy. I didn't feel like the game was his fault. Yes, where was George Kittle? Where was Ayuk? And now he's bitching and complaining because but to be honest,
his brother's complaining.
Brother, not only that, bro. You're complaining, but I'm sorry if McCaffrey, I'm giving the ball to McCaffrey and Debo over you. Yes, you're a good deep threat, but
you're giving the ball to Debo over Ayuk.
Yes, Debo's and yes.
See, that's where I think you're a lot different than a lot of Niners fans, because a lot of Niners fans are saying, let's re-sign Ayuk and let's get rid of Debo right now. A lot of Niners fans are like, we'll keep Ayuk over Debo because Ayuk's more of a receiver type. Debo, you could do more with him, but again, did the Niners really do that much with him in the Super Bowl, using him as like that gadget guy? Not really.
They don't do it anymore since they got McCaffrey. But how do you think our Brock Purdy's play, Max? Let's get back to that.
Yeah,
He
said
he was good.
I don't think no one should say the Super Bowl is his fault, or you should discredit him from being a quarterback after the Super Bowl. 100% no.
I'm not discrediting him and not saying he played bad. He played basically exactly how I predicted and expected him to play. Did he play good? Yeah, he played good. Did he play great? No, he did not play great. He had his opportunities to make the throws to get his team in the end zone, and he overthrew those balls. So, listen, did he exceed my expectations? No.
No, he still made some good throws.
No, I'd say he made good throws, but when he had to make the big plays, he didn't make the big plays. But I don't expect him to make those phenomenal throws because, like I said, he's a good game manager. He's not a crazy player. So did he exceed my expectations? No. But am I going to go on here and give him crap like he sucked? No, because he didn't play bad. He played about what you expected out of him. I'm not like, oh man, it's like the game's on him, like blah, blah, blah. I expected him to do that, and he did that. I think he met expectations. He's a top 10. He's like,
I would say top 10.
Top 10 to 12. He's on that borderline.
He just got to the Super Bowl. Give him the goddamn top 10 credit.
But again, like I said, he had his
other quarterbacks going to do it.
He had a lot of opportunities to make plays, and he missed those big plays. He overthrew somebody on a wide open touchdown. I know he overthrew 2 touchdowns. I remember. Mm-hmm. But I think he played about what I was expecting him to play. I'm not going to give him crap and like, oh, he's the reason they lost, because he's not the reason they lost. Because,
but I also don't think Kyle gave him the best situations for him to thrive in.
Listen, there's key flaws with him. He's not against the blitz. He can't identify where the blitz is coming from, that's for sure, because he didn't do it on the last. Well, he struggles against under pressure when he gets a blitz on, that's for sure. When he has time, he can sit back in a clean pocket. He makes throws a nice ball. He doesn't have he can't push the ball down the field at a crazy level. He doesn't have a crazy deep ball. And he's not so good under pressure, but again, he's a good play action.
But I also feel like that skill comes with time, definitely with some quarterbacks.
No, he definitely could in the future be, like I said, he could.
Like Jared Goff is just reaching that now.
He could improve on that 100%. But I'm saying right now he's a good quarterback, not great, but he's not bad either. He's right in that 10 to 12 kind of quarterback tier, along with that Jared Goff Tua level. I would rank him in that.
I put him above Tua though.
I would put him, I think, above Tua, but I say he's in that range of those type of quarterbacks.
I mean,
Dak, like that.
To your
range.
point, there's no really like amazing, talented generational quarterbacks besides Allen. I think Burrow's up there too.
I think honestly, the quarterback's talent we have right now in the NFL is at an all-time, like at a relatively. I saw something today where it was like, oh, Mahomes plays so much better talent than Brady went against. Like, are you kidding me? Like, do you see what Brady played against? I don't think Mahomes' biggest competition is Josh Allen, and he's very good. Then his next best competition is what? Joe Burrow. He was hurt this year, but Joe Burrow.
They're my Super Bowl favorites.
Joe Burrow
next
doesn't
year.
do everything spectacular.
They are winning the Super Bowl next year. Clip this. Get this ready. They are winning it next year.
It's funny. I've seen a lot of people predict the Bengals Cowboys Super Bowl, which is exactly.
No, I could see us going back and then losing.
That's exactly what I predicted it to be this year. Was Bengals Cowboys. Now everyone's saying that's going to be it next year. Yeah. What do you think on Brock Purdy's play?
I don't think he played bad. I don't think he's the reason they lost. I thought Steve Spagnuolo was the reason they won the
Steve Spagnuolo is a phenomenal defensive coordinator. I've said this now multiple times when we've been on here. He's a great defensive coordinator.
He's literally
probably the best in the league. He's a top 5, top 3.
He was bringing blitzes
best in the league.
It's,
who's better than him?
What?
Who's a better defensive
Who's
coordinator?
better defensive
I just said best in the league.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like.
I was gonna say because
he's
I can't even name like their star defensive players, but yet they make so many plays.
Well,
I thought the situation, the position he puts them in.
He trusts his corners to play man. He'll send blitzes and he trusts his guys to play man to man in the back end, and they cover well. What's his face is a phenomenal. Trent McDuffie's phenomenal. He's the one good deep ball Purdy threw it. I think it was Debo.
Yeah.
He threw it a little late, I will say, but it was actually in a good spot. McDuffie just made a great play on it because he's a great corner.
Yeah, I think.
And Snead is another. They're great corner. They're great in the secondary. He's all around fantastic defense coordinator.
And he got extended too. He's not taking the head coaching job. If he's there, this Chiefs team is just they're going to steamroll.
I think that the Brock Purdy play was good for the most part. Of course you're going to miss a couple of balls. You're not freaking Patrick Mahomes, and you make every play.
You're kind of with me on his play, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But we know it wasn't spectacular, but we know he's not going to be spectacular. That's the point. That's what you're getting.
But I also think that Steve Spagnuolo called the right plays at the right time on defense, and I was literally like
third and 4, 3rd and 5, dial up a blitz where Purdy doesn't even know where it's coming from. He just has to chuck the ball.
And I know, but I do want to give him a lot of credit because I know he has these star players, but I mean he really only threw to McCaffrey. Obviously, we know he's excellent. Juwan Jennings got a lot of targets, a lot of catches.
Well, he might have been
great.
He was coming close to the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
I was pushing Juwan Jennings or freaking
Ray McLeod had a huge catch. Chris Conley had a huge catch.
Chris Conley had an underrated game. Let's talk about. He had a big catch. I think two big tackles on special teams. One time there was nobody near. I don't know who. It's Richie James, I think, who returns punts for the Chiefs. I mean, he was ready to catch it. Chris Conley flew down there, and if he didn't make the tackle, Richie James would have had a probably 20-plus yard return. Chris Conley made a fantastic tackle. He had like an underrated game, Chris Conley, on special teams and the great catch he had. Like, shout out to Chris Conley. He played a good game. I would even give it to him or the kicker. Even though the kicker missed an extra point, that dude, hit multiple times from 50
Moody
plus
hit
yards.
Moody hit a 50.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, yo!
I would have given it to Moody or Juwan Jennings because Moody hit who was bombed one.
Yeah.
And he hit another one, too.
But all in all, if they won, it would have went to McCaffrey.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
If it would have went to Brock Purdy now, I probably would have, if they won, I think I would have, thrown something at my TV because obviously he doesn't deserve it. But, yeah, it would have went to McCaffrey, really.
Who did it even go to? I turned it off.
Mahomes got it. It couldn't have. Butker could have had 8 field goals kicked. The Chiefs could have scored 24 points. Butker could have had every single one of their points. Mahomes was getting the MVP. That's just how it works. Chiefs win. Mahomes gets MVP. It doesn't matter.
All right.
That's how it is.
Now we get away from the Super Bowl and some of the plays and some of the stuff. Let's get to these two little conversations I got here.
I just want to say to Max one thing, though. I thought it was pretty ironic. Remember how he said Fred Warner was going to lock up Travis Kelce?
Yes. I remember that.
On the biggest play of the game, he got absolutely torched. Travis Kelce scored, I will say.
Torched.
First half, though, quiet first half.
No, I know, yeah, but like I said, they had a lot of double shade over, man to man with this guy. Like they made sure he wasn't going to do as much as he could, and like I said, they got great pressure up front.
The one
but
play,
I just thought it was
Fred
funny because I'm
guarding
like,
him.
Max said this, and I'm like, and yeah, this is not if they don't help him, he's going to get torched, and he did.
Dude, it was great because the one play, Fred Warner Gardo, literally Fred Warner.
But here's the thing, even if it was a corner cover, no one was going to cover him. He ran like a little move and ran across the field. Nobody was covering.
He will never ever break my top.
I'm like Steve Wilks. You can't do that. Dude.
He will never
gotta help him out. You got to help the man.
He will never ever break my top 3 tight ends of all time.
Kelce?
Just because he's a slot receiver. He's a slot. He doesn't block.
What?
He doesn't block. I will say he
doesn't block.
He doesn't block.
He doesn't block, but
he'll never be better than Gronk. I will say he will never be better than
Gronk.
No,
but he's the second best tight end of all time, in my opinion, 100%.
I mean, if you want to argue him and Tony G, but he will never be better.
I will put Tony G over him any day.
He will never be better than Gronk.
No, he will never be better than Gronk.
He could put up. He could beat Gronk. He will never be better than Gronk because Gronk mauled people on up front.
All right, well, let's get back into the two conversations we got here that are not really talking about the game. First one. Can Kyle Shanahan win the big one? Can he win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
He's 0-3.
Andy Reid in Philly was a fucking loser too. Look at him now.
Yeah, but that was in Philly.
I also do want to say this. Did you see them compare Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy's stats?
This exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Besides
exactly
the
same.
fact that Purdy's a little more efficient, but that's because he has McCaffrey in the backfield and it's a loaded team.
Don't stop with this, bro.
The numbers are the same.
No, listen, I'm not saying anything. Obviously, with the eye test is Purdy's better. I'm just
the numbers are literally
about
the
pure
same.
stats. It's
one
the same.
One just got fucking suspended
one
for
has
pets.
more interceptions. One has and one has a better passer rating.
Yeah.
Because he's more efficient. Because obviously his team is really good. Now I'm not saying there's.
We're not saying
they're the same quarterback. I'm just saying the numbers. That's what the numbers say. I'm just going by the numbers.
Yeah, literally the numbers are the exact same.
I'm agreeing Purdy's a better quarterback. I'm just saying that's what the numbers say.
Yeah, exactly. But
come on, guys.
No, I'm not saying.
I'm just
saying. I'm just
the numbers are
numbers.
exactly
the
the same.
numbers don't lie. That's what the numbers say.
I know, but the dude couldn't start on the fucking Raiders.
I know.
He led the interceptions
now,
for.
I don't know if he's going to be on a team at this point.
I don't know.
No way.
But again, let's get back into it. Can Kyle win the big one, Max? Can Kyle Shanahan win the Super Bowl?
Absolutely, yeah. I still believe in this guy. Yes, I know, but I mean, he even said it, dude, I'm going up against Patrick Mahomes. You have to play quite literally perfect to beat that dude.
No, you don't. You don't have to play perfect.
They didn't have to play perfect this game to win, but
yeah.
Here's the thing.
He can win it.
Can he win with Brock Purdy as his quarterback?
But can he just win in general? Can he win the Super Bowl?
Yes, he can.
I think he can. I think he can win. He can win. However, is he going to win with this Niners team and Brock Purdy as his quarterback? I don't know. I really don't know. because his play calling does get questionable at times. And this was the issue with Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur would make some interesting play calls. However, he had Aaron Rodgers to bail him out sometimes. Kyle Shanahan makes a bad play call. He's got Brock Purdy to bail him out. I don't know if Brock Purdy's going to bail him out. That's the only thing. So with Purdy as his quarterback, I don't know. And it's not Purdy's fault. It's just Kyle will call bad plays at times. And Purdy is just not good enough to make up for those bad play calls. That's what it is. But I think if you get him a better quarterback, that you gave him like Tom Brady back there, I think he can win because Tom Brady's going to be like,
If we really reached out and got Tom this year, it would have been.
If we're talking about right now, like what it is, I'm going to say with this team he's got, no, he's not going to. He won't be able to win with this Niners team.
I don't think he wins the Super Bowl at the Niners. I think he'll go somewhere else and win.
I agree he can win somewhere else with a better quarterback, but I think with this Niners team, how it is,
again,
this might have been their best shot this year, and I don't know how they're gonna go on from here.
Exactly. I agree with you. I think he wins somewhere else. I think he can win the big one just somewhere else. Now we get into the conversation of the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes. Now he's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT.
Then why is this even a conversation? We're not going to entertain it. Just no.
Can I speak for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I ask the question of will he ever win 7?
Even if he wins 7, he's not the GOAT. He's got to win 8. He's got to win 8 to be my GOAT. Listen, will he go down as the most talented? Now, like I said, I'm the guy who's like Aaron Rodgers is the most talented, best thrower of the football ever. Will Mahomes be down as that? 100%. He's going to be the best. He's the best thrower. Like, he'll go down easily. He'll be ahead of Rodgers for me.
See, like,
he's better than Rodgers at that.
That's the thing with me is, like, I know Mahomes obviously didn't beat Brady, and they played against each other. But here's the thing. If they both have 7.
That's the big, but I think that's what it is, the head-to-head.
0-2.
He's 0-2 against Brady.
Everybody knows Mahomes is more talented than Brady. Everybody knows that.
0-2.
Yes,
you just said it.
Again, it doesn't, like I said.
Just like Jordan LeBron, which you can't get your fucking head around. 6-0 in the finals.
It's greatness, exactly. It's when you come on greatness.
Greatest.
This is the point where it's like if Rodgers had won 3 Super Bowls, would we be talking Rodgers could be the greatest of all time because of how talented he was. But obviously, he didn't win 7, so it doesn't matter. Mahomes has to win. I think he's got to win 8 to be the best. And
that's crazy.
Because
no.
What's the record against Brady? 0-2. He's 0-2 against Brady. It doesn't. That's the simplest stat you can do. He's 0-2. They actually the difference between Jordan and LeBron and Jordan and LeBron didn't play head to head against each other. These two guys did, and Brady's 2-0 against him. He's got 7 rings.
But I love what you're trying to bring talent into it, but you're missing the key fact, greatness, dude.
Like, I understand.
Jordan is 6-0. And then you still want to ride LeBron. Now you're going to talk about Mahomes and Brady as if it's close.
I think it's funny that they've both been very fortunate. You look at the quarterbacks they've played against in the Super Bowl. Like,
they haven't been good, but
Mahomes,
you think about...
Mahomes has lost to Brady. So Brady beat Mahomes, which is big. But Mahomes beat Garoppolo, Purdy, and who else did he beat?
Yeah, but think about...
and Jalen Hurts. Brady's beat who? He's beat... Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan actually did have it.
Donovan McNabb, Russell Wilson,
McNabb, Wilson,
Kurt
Warner. He lost to Nick Foles and Eli Manning, which is an interesting thing.
Oh shit, you're right. I thought
but if Mahomes goes a perfect 7, or say he goes 7 for 8,
he's not perfect. He's not perfect.
7 for 8. Brady went 7 for 10.
If his record is 7-1, yeah, or like 7-1, and Brady's is 7-3.
Like. Think about how hard it is to win.
Yes, at that point, 7-1 is tough.
And if he wins next year, nobody's ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Nobody has won 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Mahomes would be the first ever quarterback to ever do that.
But they're not doing it.
He's not going to, though.
I don't know, man. He's got a good shot to do it next year.
It's Jordan Love season, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're winning the whole thing.
Agreed.
But
you guys
go Pack go.
You're all talking about Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT? No, Jordan Love is going to be the GOAT. Just let him get cooking, all right?
Go Pack go, dude. Wait till the draft.
Let Jordan Love heat up and we'll talk about it, all right?
Again, I just think
listen, if we beat the Niners, we were winning the Super Bowl this year. We just had to get through that 2 minutes of the one game and we won the Super Bowl.
I just think that Mahomes has a chance to become the GOAT.
He 100% has a chance. I'm not going to say he doesn't have a chance.
He has a good chance.
He has probably 10
good
years
chance.
left in the league.
I'd give it about 20%.
Here's the thing. He has 10 years left in the league. He's got to win.
It's very low.
He's got to go to the Super Bowl like 7 times, and he's got to win 5 of them. And then I'm like, all right, yeah, he's the GOAT. It's going to be tough to do, though. Listen, he's yet to have an injury season, which is impressive for him because Tom Brady missed At least one. He might have missed 2 full seasons. I know he missed one with the ACL. I'm not sure if he missed another one too for injuries.
I think he tore his something in his shoulder. I think.
Did he? I feel like he might
like
have
2008 when he had Moss.
He definitely missed 1 season on an ACL. I know that for sure. But Mahomes hasn't missed any seasons yet, which is impressive.
Well, it's because Mahomes got a little fat on him. That's why. Mahomes got a little fat on him. Those guys that have a little bit of fat on them, man, they stay around longer. Like Josh Allen.
Yeah, but
Josh Allen never gets
Mahomes
hurt.
hasn't had like a serious.
No, Josh Allen is just fucking sexy.
He's a tank, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's got a
Mahomes
little.
hasn't had that serious knee injury yet, or like,
Anything like
or
that,
like
which is
but
good.
like I said, Rodgers broke his
Well,
collarbone
yeah, I mean-
twice. Like just.
They don't
Tore
call
his
the holding
Achilles,
calls from
Mahomes
anyway.
hasn't had that injury type thing.
Maybe
yet.
because Aaron Rodgers deadlifts squats too much. I think that's why.
They're all tanks. Mahomes is kind of just like a.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like I actually think like the extra body weight really. Just eat McDonald's, guys. Chad Ochocinco.
Mahomes still moves pretty good though. I will say he's mobile.
Yeah, it's a fucking cunt.
All right. I think that's it for the Super Bowl. We covered a lot on the Super Bowl. Let's get into the NBA now.
Doc Rivers should be fired.
Well,
That was the first thing I thought of, dude.
They just lost to. I mean the Grizzlies.
No, they lost to Zaire Williams Jr., right?
Zaire
Jackson and co.
Oh, fucking.
I think got Damian Lillard. Brooke Lopez.
Dude, I saw something today. Like I just saw like a 2K rating before this. Damian Lillard went down to like a 90. I'm like, Damian Lillard is still in the 90s. Like he's like not that. Like he's been bad this year. Damian Lillard. He'll score 25 one game, and he'll score like 10.
I feel bad, though, because I heard why, and I heard he's having like a lot of like family issues and stuff like that. So you have to feel bad for him.
But like, no, there's nothing. Like I said, I've.
But I mean, come on, it's a huge decline.
I'm saying he's just playing bad. Like it's not whatever it is. Like,
I don't know.
He's playing bad. He's playing bad. Like it is what it is. But it's just like it's just the facts. Giannis is playing phenomenal. He's up there for the MVP award.
Yeah.
But what he's not. Dame's just not playing too well, and it happens. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he sucks. No, he doesn't suck. He's a great basketball player. He's had a great career. He's just not playing his best year.
All right.
It's like Klay Thompson.
Let's get into the NBA 3-point contest. I'm gonna run down the list. Who we got winning? Malik Beasley from the Bucks.
Malik Beasley's a goat.
He's winning the whole
Jalen
thing.
Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton,
Nope.
Damian Lillard,
Nope.
Lauri Markkanen,
Nope.
Donovan Mitchell,
Nope.
Karl-Anthony Towns,
Nope.
and Trae Young. So nobody's winning, Max?
I think I said Malik Beasley.
Tyrese Halliburton, his ugly ass jump shot.
So you think Malik Beasley's winning?
I think it's either Malik, Jalen, or one of the last guys you said.
Trae Young.
Trae Young, yep.
So who you going with?
I'm going with Malik.
Okay.
But if he doesn't win, it's Trae Young.
Let's go Malik Beasley. I think Trae Young's my pick.
Trae Young's your pick?
Obviously, your pick is Jalen Brunson. We all know that.
I don't know. I don't know if Jalen's going to win.
I was either Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell. I was going with one of those.
I will tell you who will be coming in last fucking place. Lauri Markkanen is coming in. Dude, I put my life on it.
Dude, he's going to win the whole thing.
Lauri Markkanen's good. Dude,
I know he's a
was
good
hoping
player.
the Thunder traded for Lauri Markkanen because he's a great player.
I know, but he's not winning the 3-point contest.
Honestly, Karl Towns will probably come in last because like the pressure will get to him.
He might come in last.
And when there's
After
pressure,
that-
when there's pressure on the line, we know Karl Towns is not a good.
Trae Young's definitely splashing a starry though, like 100%. Trae Young is
Trae
like
Young's great. Like he's
no.
great player. He's such an underrated player. Trae Young went from like coming into the league being good, then he got to a point where everyone was like he's overrated, and now he's basically underrated because everyone doesn't say he's that good anymore when he's still putting up 25 and 11. Like,
No.
and you're gonna say he's bad? Obviously, the Hawks aren't that good, but Trae Young is still a great player.
I'm going Tyrese Halliburton.
And his goofy ass jump
His
shot.
goofy ass
is
jump shot.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, he's a good shooter. It just looks gross.
Just looks weird.
Him and
Not
Jalen Brunson have an interesting. Brunson probably because he's a lefty, so it looks weird. But it's
yeah. I'm going
I think
Halliburton.
Brunson shoots pretty clean.
It's just weird. It looks weird because he's a lefty to me. Like he has that weird like left everything.
That's his fault. He should have went into the 2K crate and switch his hand.
Facts, dude.
It's facts. All right.
He's got to start shooting with both hands.
So Shay, who'd you go with? Trae Young?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Trae Young.
All right, that's fine. I think Jalen Brunson actually gets in the finals. I don't think he wins though. I don't
I can
think
see
he
him
wins.
there,
I like
too.
Trae Young, and Donovan Mitchell would be my next. Like that's my close second.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going him. I don't fucking think he wins.
Who, Donovan Mitchell?
Slam dunk contest. Do we even have to talk
Slam-
about
Mitchell's been phenomenal.
Slam dunk contest is the last thing we're gonna
Cavs
talk
have
about.
actually been rolling.
I know.
They were bad, now they're rolling.
And they're rolling.
That's what I'm saying. Donovan Mitchell's been playing great.
So we have Jalen Brown, Jamie Jaquez.
He goes off for a left.
That's not his name, but I
Yama
don't know how to say his name, but
Yaquez. Junior?
And then say his name, Max.
Triple J on the Heat. That's what we're gonna go the white Triple J. That's his name.
A weird guy in the Heat.
He's the white Triple J. We got Jaren Jackson Jr. He's the black Triple J. Then we got the white Triple J.
Jacoby Toppin and Max McClung. I think, are we all going?
Excuse me, hold on. Jacoby? His name is Jacoby?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Obi Toppin's brother? His name is
I
Jacoby?
think so, yeah.
It's Jacob Toppin.
Jacob Toppin? Okay, that makes more sense.
Sorry.
That's so racist, Jacoby.
Did Obi Toppin win the dunk contest?
No, he did he come in like second or
I
something?
don't remember.
Oh, I think he had like a really shit
I don't watch the
performance.
dunk contest anymore. Mac McClung's exciting to watch.
All right.
So just post on Insta.
Dude, I really think Max McClung might become like the best dunk contest winner of all time.
I love just that, I know it. We've known him for a while.
Yeah, we've known him for forever.
I remember when the dude was in high school, and I'm like, this guy is 6'2", but can jump out of the gym.
Exactly, yo.
It's crazy. And then the fact that he's made it to this is his thing though, because is he even on an NBA roster? Or is he still in the?
He's still in the G League.
He is. I feel like he's gotten pulled up here and there, but
The NBA's literally
this is his thing. Is the dunk contest?
The NBA's literally gonna keep him in the what you call it?
Jaylen Brown will probably come in last. I don't even think Jaylen Brown really cares. He'll go out there and just do some
No, he just said in a press conference today he thinks he's the best dunker by far.
Put it in your left hand and let's see it go.
Why Jaylen Brown's really bad with the
Try a left hand slam, buddy.
You don't remember that whole thing?
No.
You can't even
don't remember
dribble.
the freaking playoffs last year?
No.
Dude, in the game 7, he couldn't dribble a basketball, and when he would drive anywhere with his left, he'd just lose the ball. He would just dribble it. He loses dribble every single
Also looks
time.
like me when I dribble my left hand.
Literally, no, I swear to God, I can't dribble my left hand, and I'm like, I think I could dribble better with Jaylen Brown.
That's funny. Yeah, I think we're all going Max McClung here to win the dunk contest.
I don't want to pick Mac McClung because he's such the obvious pick.
Yeah, but dude,
What, you want to feel different?
He
for
might
fucking
become,
picking, I don't know, Jacob Toppin to come in
I
last?
was gonna pick Jacob Toppin to win because why not? Who are even the other guys? Just those 4?
Yeah, it's literally it.
All right, I'll pick Mac McClung. Sure, that's fine.
He might become the best dunk contest winner of all time. Not best dunk contest winner, but the best.
Nobody cares about the dunk contest because they have no names in the dunk contest.
We need a 1v1 event, an 8-man, 16-man, 1v1 tournament.
1v1 tournament to 3 or something like that.
Yeah,
Just like the 2K Blacktop.
that'd be cool. That'd be so cool. Seeing Kevin Durant and
Kyrie Irving just breaking people.
yeah, exactly, yo. That would be cool. Maybe they shorten down.
Spencer Dinwiddie balling out.
I want a boxing fight.
Have you seen that?
Draymond versus
No.
3 point guards.
There was a thing where Spencer Dinwiddie was talking about having a 1v1 tournament. He's like, I put myself in there. I'm like, listen, Spencer, he's not even on a team right now, is he?
Yo, but I think
Or
some
did he just get signed somewhere?
Lakers. He's on Lakers.
That's right. The Lakers bought him out. Yeah.
But I think a random guard could definitely kill in a 1v1. I mean, it depends on who you go up against.
That's the thing. You put him
You go up against Wemby, just give him the
exactly.
trophy.
Of course, but if he went up against somebody another small guard like Trae Young, I think Terry Rozier, I could see beating Trae Young.
Yeah.
Who's some bench player that has just dude Thanasis just balls out real quick. He whips out the insane moves.
No, I think
how is
I
him
think
and
they should do
Killian
that.
Hayes not an
A
all-star?
team submits every. What? What did you just say?
How is Thanasis and Killian Hayes not an all-star?
They should have been all-stars.
Do they have do we have what's the skills challenge this year? Do we have
I don't know.
It's Team Pacers.
I know the Pacers are one. We have an all-star team of Trae Young and that. Do we have a team Acampo this year?
I don't know.
No Team Acampo.
No team Acampo. I know one's the All-Stars, one's the Pacers.
All right, here we go. Skills challenge. It's the Pacers team. It's team top picks of Wemby, Ant, and Pablo, and then it's team all stars of. Oh my God, that's a fucking team all stars is Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey, and Trae Young.
What's the Pacers one? It's Tyrese, Benedict,
and Miles Turner.
And Miles Turner.
Why could it be Siakam? Why do the Pacers just get their own team?
They felt bad.
That's what they do.
Because they get no recognition.
That's what they've done. Last year was Team Jazz. They do it the All-Stars.
Oh, it's because it's in the city. Because it's in Indiana.
That's what it is. Yeah. Wherever it is, they give that team gets a thing.
Yeah. All right, so that's cool. All right. It's the first event. It's honestly not a bad event.
Do they not have the other skills challenge anymore? Do they not do that?
No,
anymore?
That's it.
Oh, that was actually cool when people would pull up from half court to win. When it's the 1v1 of dribble, pass into the tire, hit a layup, and then you got to hit a 3-point at the end. I guess this replaced it. To be honest, I don't care about the all-star stuff.
It's kind of
Michael Parsons won the celebrity MVP.
I don't like the guy. Can we just not talk about it?
36 and 17 or some crazy stat like that.
Yeah.
Do we have to talk about that guy? I think he's just so lame.
I
think Michael Parsons is a lame fucking guy.
Having Kai Cenat on there was pretty funny. Did you see his reactions and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, he one time slipped to the basket wide open. He's like jumping underneath the hoop, and they get the ball to him.
Coach, put me in.
He had like 2 points or something like that. It was definitely interesting.
Is that it?
I think that's it, boys. Steph versus Sabrina tonight. Are we all taking Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna fry.
Yeah.
This is the difference. If Steph like actually locks in and like gets like really competitive, however, he's playing against a girl, so I don't know how much he really cares. But if he locks in,
I think he definitely
he's gonna
cares.
fry. But he also might just be like, I don't really care. Like, and they might be like, listen, the WNBA needs this for revenue purposes. Like, let's let her kind of do pretty good. Here. Steph might just be chucking stuff up.
Yeah. Let me tell you the rules. It's 4 balls with 4 balls, 4 ball racks with 4 game balls and a money ball. Special ball rack.
Oh, it's not the normal thing.
Short shots. Versus 1 shot. So
they're not doing the normal like.
No, it's in the normal. Okay, I just read through the rules. I don't know.
You read it. It sounded like there's only 4 racks and like 4 balls. Like that sounded weird.
Sorry, Sabrina will shoot from the WNBA line, and this says it in this format.
Yeah,
now,
that's what it does.
she said today
that she was going to shoot from.
She was going to shoot from the NBA
I
line.
know she was saying that. They were telling her she'd shoot, but like she was like, I'll shoot from the NBA. Like, I'm fine. Sabrina, if you ever listened to this, before.
Now
shoot from the WNBA because you're just going to embarrass yourself. You're going to step back a few feet and probably just start airballing shots, and you're going to get killed. You hit 36 points from your line. Just stick to your line, okay? It's your best chance to be.
She has a very good chance if she sticks to her line.
Yeah,
I really do think so.
I have a feeling if she goes to the actual NBA, she's going to put up like 10 points or something.
All right.
And Curry might just like close his eyes and put up 11 to win or something. Actually, who's going first? I think Steph's going first, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, because he's the challenger.
Yeah, I think he's going first.
All right. Anything else, guys?
No.
I don't think so.
All right, that's it. Look out for some other content maybe coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.